So I've watched this video from Nathaniel Drew, and he did a 1 hour a day meditation challenge, which got me inspired to also try to do it because I think it's good for me. So why am I not doing it right now? So let's see how it went. Ich habe mich jetzt gerade hingesetzt, um zu meditieren ungefähr. Wait a second. Rewind. Okay, here I am talking in English now. I would prefer to do this in English. A lot of my experiences from discussions and talking to people and exchanging experiences like this, I did have in English. Yesterday was the first day I did it. I just finished with the second day. Yesterday felt quite hard. I really felt that I had a lot of thoughts in my head and everything was just moving around, which really felt hard to just close the eyes because they were just with a high frequency itching like this. And I really felt that it took all my concentration onto what was going on in my head, so I was very head focused. Yeah, talking about yesterday, I thought a lot about concepts because the last week or the weeks that went by, I didn't feel like I had the greatest concepts, or I tried to have things I did during the day. Like I made some points which I wanted to accomplish during this day and then went on with it. And most of it I accomplished and it felt great. But in the long term, it was always like just this one day of things which were happening. So I didn't really feel like I'm following what I'm intending to do here. Taking this into today, what I had yesterday, the meditation was a great way to step away from my thoughts for a while. Because I had so many of them, I got lost into everything that was going on in my head, like everything at the same time. And just sitting down and allowing all these thoughts to happen, I realized that I had all of these thoughts going on and realized that it's too much in my head and I need to either organize it or concentrate on the more important things and not do everything at once. So I needed to ground myself, and this is also a theme which I felt today, that I really need to ground myself because everything is in my head. So today is day number 3 and I find myself a lot more focused than the other 2 days. Yeah, on the weekend, like today, it's Saturday, I do it a bit earlier. I found time during the day where I can now sit down and meditate for an hour, and it feels great. It's a really good time. It feels so much better than yesterday, because yesterday it felt like I was squeezing it in. Also, the choice of music yesterday was a struggle for me. Wow, so I finished the 3rd day of meditation and it felt completely different because I was able to really, first of all, I had this itching with the eyes again, like I described. I had the last 2 days and it was really intense for the last 2 days, and maybe for the first 10 minutes I had it today as well. I would love to know, maybe you write in the comments if you also have it and how you deal with it. Yeah, talking about this, I would also love to know where you're from. Yeah, if you're watching this video and you're from, I don't know, Southeast Asia or somewhere, just let me know down below. For me, like I said today, was really, really different. Like after I had this, really, like I realized that I have this itching with the eyes when I'm starting to have like trains of thoughts, like, and then a story unwinds in my head, kind of. Today I was really able to focus on something else, like to focus on on me, on myself, on my body. Like first of all, I was able to just focus on my breath a little bit. I did some breath work, just like realizing, okay, how does it feel, breathing in, breathing out. And the music also really helped today, so I found it really, really important to find the right music. And then in the end, I really, like I said in the last days, I really need to ground myself. So I started to realize, hey, down in the root chakra, I'm not really knowledgeable about chakras, but I know that there's the root chakra to ground myself.
Tell me everything you know about chakras.
What are chakras?
Oh, I see.
And so I really tried to focus on that and really put my breath and try to focus the breath on the lower part of the body, not on my head. So we were at the flea market, went back, took care of everything. I had a beer, and then like after I took like a short break, I meditated. And yeah, I don't know, I couldn't really go deep. I didn't really have any thoughts. Maybe it's because I was very relaxed on a Sunday. It felt really boring because I had a beer before I was meditating. Yeah, I don't know, it just didn't give me much. I just realized I recorded the video as a video instead of a time lapse, and also I cut my head off. Yesterday I realized that it's not the easiest when you just had a beer and then meditate. Today, it's Monday today, I meditated early in the morning, so I just sat down right after I woke up, did some yoga, and then just meditated for now an hour. And it felt a lot different compared to yesterday. I was curious how it would feel. Today again I felt quite relaxed. Like in the past 2 days, it felt a lot easier to meditate really. So after the first 2 days of struggle, I really am getting into like a flow. Yeah, it's a lot easier to sit down and meditate when you know you have this routine you're doing. It was a good 5th day, and yeah, it's crazy, almost like the whole week. Feels great. So today I will be driving with the train quite a lot, so I figured I might as well do an experiment in the experiment and meditate on the train. So I will see how that goes. I copied the 1-hour song I found on YouTube, for which I used for meditation in the last days. I copied that to my phone, and now I have it ready to go. So we'll see. So I'm just coming back from the trips. I'm back in Hamburg, and the recap of the meditation in the train was that it didn't work at all. I mean, it wasn't super busy. I had my time for myself, but just the constant moving, like I couldn't sit still because the train was constantly vibrating, and yeah, all the noise around me. I'm not surprised, but I still wanted to try it out. Yeah, technically I didn't really meditate today, so my streak is broken, and it's too late. When I'm coming home, I won't do it. So yeah, I don't feel bad for it. It was an experiment in the experiment, but unfortunately it didn't really work. For me, I need my silence when I'm meditating, which is to be expected. Yeah, any distraction pretty much gets me out of my meditation flow. So I'll be back to normal tomorrow. Good morning. So just woke up. The day yesterday was quite intense. Not that I did much. I sat in the train most of the time. The meditation, even though I sat on the train for 40 minutes and tried it, didn't really work like I said yesterday. So I'm looking forward to have a nice meditation today again and see the difference, because now I can really focus on what does feel different. Yeah, we'll see. It was a little bit back back to the first days where I felt unbalanced. So I guess the day yesterday really, was different for me because I was so used to being here at home and getting out of this routine really, I had to get back to calm myself down, which is a good thing because I had all of these thoughts in my head. I tend to overthink situations. And so the meditation really showed me again that I always have these thoughts, and in order to calm myself I need to let go of these thoughts, not in a way that they would haunt me, but in a way that they don't need to be with me anymore. The situation was like this. It's okay if it doesn't work out. It's perfectly okay. If it works out, then I have to make a decision. Coming back to the meditation, I think it showed me that it's very valuable, especially for me, to meditate, because then I find the time to calm down, like to specifically set a time just to take care of yourself. So if I wouldn't have done it, I would have been with these thoughts the whole day maybe, and they would pop up all the time. And now when it happens, I'm very conscious about it, and I already made up my mind to let go of it in a way. I know that meditation is important for me, but having done it for a week now really gave me the opportunity to see it in a different aspects. I've never done it before, and I really find it valuable, especially because I find myself being a person who needs the balance, to balance myself, and if I don't have it, I feel stressed all the time. Like, this is a big factor in my life, and so I will stick to it, definitely. It feels amazing, and I would recommend it to anyone to try it out and see it for yourself. Wherever you are in your journey, I feel that meditation can really focus on taking care of yourself, which sometimes you don't necessarily find the time to, especially when you have a packed day. That everything I did felt in a way inevitable to not do, and there was very little spare time, so I just ended up doing work and then organizing, taking care of the house, get ready for the next week, and this just kept on in cycles, and I didn't really take care of myself too much. And now that I find myself setting away this 1 hour per day, everybody needs to see how this can work out, and maybe also half an hour or just 10 minutes, or maybe using the Headspace app. I installed it, but I disliked it. It didn't feel right for me, but maybe if you want to get started. So coming back to the recommendation, I would definitely recommend it. Trying it out was a great experience, and for me, I'm going to stick to it. So thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, put a like down low, and leave me a comment if you have some suggestions or if you have something to share. I would love to read it. Okay, take care. Bye bye.